can believe in Bardolph.
I trust you, James.
Marvelous. 6 speed doesn't last long in this round. Sixers lining up his smoke towards connector, undoubtedly. CT still playing ranges, and this smoke may come too late because there are already 2 CTs in the site. Perhaps it will allow them or help them to get into the B bomb site though. Bomb's about to get planted. 4 on 4. The T's trying to push the distance, but RPK stuck up top for too long. Took the device with him, however, down to the 3 on 3 now. XMS playing close to the trains. The kit is now with Dupree, so that's still in tow. Zipex on the high ground. XMS not expecting that. He's got 2 above him, but he still takes 1 down. And now it's KRB alone. He's got the smoke defuse, but he doesn't have the kit. Maybe, well, he pretty much needs to find a kit in order to win this round, but the T's not engaging with him. Oh, he's picked up the kit indeed, but the high ground is there. The smoke hasn't hit the spot, and he's going to get knifed as well. When do you... I've never seen you scream knife someone before. Or even try, but there it is. There it is.
First time for everything, James.
Indeed, there is, yeah.
He could burn up. Let's burn up. Come on, Scream.
Second round, AWP.
Auto sniper. Oh,
James Bardolph special.
disappointed now. Well, he's got a lot of money in the bank for his team. I like the Sixers on Tech9, and that Happy obviously is rolling with the Mac 10. Oh, that is a good start. Sixers Tech9 out of play, and already you can see that the Deagles are dangerous, and a lot of damage tagging has been done here. RPK will take down 2 players. Device still alive with that Deagle. They're trying to cause problems, and he will cause additional problems. RPK is now dead. They're trying to push him down. He gets some good tags in, and there's a real chance here for Astralis to win this round.
They had to go after him in a way because if he's Ivy, they can't plant the bomb, essentially. With how the CTs are positioned, there's practically nowhere safe to plant it. But look at what it's cost them. They are both considerably tagged. Device took 2 people with him, and the bomb is on the floor. Life could hardly be worse. Astralis, remaining players, both with Deagles. Scream is 1 shot away. Happy is just over 1. I think the most that's not a headshot would be 55 damage with the Deagle, so it's difficult times. Even if they pick up the bomb, what do they choose to do with it? 1 player spotted. Happy's got to be careful about a trade fragger though, but it seems he will hunt. In the meantime, Scream is no more. Happy's got the bomb, but now the CTs are repositioning, moving together, moving closer for a trade situation. Happy revealing his position, and now he's forced to run. But where would he go?
CT's playing this smart. He's forced to go for the plant here. No messing around, no baiting. Oh, tag down to 4. Just 1 more bullet to do it, and Kirby has himself an AK. What a round from Device. Of all players, you know, able to pick up those the first quick kill with the Deagle, and then force some desperation, just playing that position on Ali. So as you mentioned, they were forced to go very deep to try to kill him, and they were very exposed in doing so.
Good to see him not struggling on train like he did on Inferno. With a very, very...
Let it go, Yanko. Let it go.
I was going there as well.
Let it go.
Yanko got in there first.
So, Astralis equalized the score immediately. And Envious decide to force right back into it. They have a decent buy, especially for Train. Seems like nowadays teams win a lot of these rounds where they buy just Tech 9s and go for an auto rush, because with the mobility of the Tech 9s they can push through the smokes and so forth. Dupree is gonna play close ladder room. Will he have some action coming his way early on? Seems like Envious want to go for a full-on B execute actually. 2 players there from Astralis. Zipex and Glaive. Glaive now going towards A just to throw a smoke. I think he's going to come back after that. Or no, actually.
Zipex is positioning, the way he's peeking ramp, well, the way he was, wouldn't make a sound either. You can move a reasonably fair distance without holding shift and not make a single step. FYI. Envy lining them all up.
Oh dear.
Oh dear indeed. Oh dear, oh dear.
Another push comes in. Glaze in a great spot. Free frag on Tabby. No trades are really possible here. And very, very calmly held by Astralis. Yanko. Why is this so easy? Why?
I mean, the problem is NVS didn't show any presence towards mid or Ivy or anything pretty much. They were lining up their smokes for that B execute, then the perfect nade comes in, gets 1 kill. That is basically a tell for Astralis. They're setting up for the execute and allows everyone to rotate in and just mop up pretty much. NVS had to go for that execute way earlier for it to be more effective. Or just try and take some map control before. And
Well then.
blocked.
As you do.
It's an interesting situation. It's very interesting. No armor on these players. They could and should get cut to ribbons despite that kill. Although there's another Glock kill. I don't even know how to commentate that. 2 people in the smoke somewhere had somebody died. Moving swiftly on. The bomb is still in control. Okay, so there's Deagle in tow. And this is one of the more bizarre rounds I've seen in recent memory. But can it be salvaged by the Danes? That's the question.
Yeah, no helmets or Kevlar, so you would imagine there's a good chance. Ooh, does he... Surely Zipex saw that, even if he had 4-3. But both players missing that. That looked like even if he was using 4-3, I'm not sure if he is or not. I swear he would have seen that.
Yeah, I think he... But, well, obviously, if he had actually seen it, he would react to it, but...
That's on his screen, I think. But anyway...
It's weird.
Does seem a bit weird. Perhaps I'm wrong. But he's got a good position, and you can see he's going to be able to get some good information, play the very long ranges, and just barely preventing the plant device. Very good timing. But the footsteps will give away Zipex just as the headshot comes in onto the device. So very strange round one, featuring 2 Glock kills against fully equipped players. Very peculiar.
That is an anomaly of a round, if ever I saw one. But
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that was a very strange kill from RPK, but you wonder, is there really a reason for you to play close up when you know that they're going to be equal? They just forced you, just shut them down, they didn't get the bomb down. Why not just play it safe? And it all started from that pretty much. But yeah, NVS will take that one gladly. And now they have a proper gun round, AWP on 6er. Device is going to have some action early on towards Ivy. Not even a shoulder peek from SMS. Device goes for the repeat, gets a 2nd kill. Left only on 2 points of health, but that's all you need.
It almost looked like Envious were going to try to do the run boost and then just gave up on it to obviously dodge the angle. And obviously
this is not working. Let's just give up and straight walk into an AWP.
And the cool thing too is that Device was expecting the run boost as well, because you can see where his crosshair placement was, but he could flick either way. When speaking of which, we've got Sixer taking a frag with the AWP onto Glaive, but it's just Scream left now, and he will be eliminated. Device has the position. Great round from Device. Just obviously, Envious did serve themselves up in some manner, but he connected those shots. And that's going to put Astralis onto 3 rounds. Envious on 2.
And it's very interesting what you pointed out, how Device was kind of expecting the run boost, so I think that's why his crosshair was positioned in the way it was. And one of the good examples of how FaZe counters them is Alu. Sometimes when he has a good spawn, he just straight off like runs and then dry peeks into that corner and kind of pre-fires to an extent, knowing that Device's crosshair is going to be kind of too tough, and we're not going to expect that, as we see NVS get slaughtered by... That's something like that usually is not like a smart play, you know, it's not a fundamental play. It's very risky, but...
You're playing off the meta, basically,
exactly.
And that's something that pro players can afford to do, whereas only if they have good fundamentals as well, and choose the moment, right? You can't just rely on plays within the meta, but...
So Astralis now with a strong economy as well. We see Device going for that upper B pick. See if we can find an opening.
not quite. Tags, but he gets away with it. 2 players in B at the start of this round, which Envy will know because of the grenade as well. We have seen some teams go for fast plays recently, although it is still rare, into the B bomb site, and often ends in catastrophe for the T's, interestingly, which is perhaps why CT sides get away with a 4-1 set up at the beginning of rounds of trade. 1 minute on the clock. 3 players towards Ivy for NV. And again, Astralis, one of the better teams at holding on to utility smokes and such. They still delay things here for the T side. I don't know if any of those smokes are near Ivy though. They could really do with one at the moment. Oh, again, the Molotov, the flames obscuring the vision for Device. Otherwise, surely he gets a kill there, but he doesn't.
Kirby on top of the train though, and he's going to be able to equalize in some part as Butch comes in. Trey's there though, but Dupree also playing up in the close in the yard is going to be able to refrag. Now it's just 2 versus 2. The T's are very weak, but it's down to just Dupree and Happy to try to. Oh my goodness! Dupree missing that. He just required just one good connection. That's all he needed, but just whiffed the entire spray. You're not often going to see that, and that's going to allow the 3rd round for Envious.
Hate to see it, don't you? But yeah, great utility, great use of utility from Astralis throughout that round. Buying a lot of time with the Molotovs. Device punished for peeking over one. And in the end, Dupree did have the advantage. He knew where the bomb was, he knew where Happy was, but just couldn't connect with his spray. Glaive going for the same peak that we saw from Device in the previous round, and he does manage to find the kill, interestingly enough. Pushes through the smoke, so a reset round for Envy. They're already a man down. Device with the second op towards Ivy. Doesn't get the kill on XMS. Seems like they are going to put pressure towards Ivy again.
Oh, now the no-scope is there. Scream just about finishing things off, but again, time is being bought. Kiabi's going to get instantly traded by Dupree as he goes down. And the CT's retaining that man advantage. But things have got weird here multiple times now on the A side. And it might just happen again. Scream going for the 1-taps, but he's going to get his own goal run. Now the CT's popping out all over the map and making things really hard for Envy to clean out this round. Scream carrying the bomb, but he can't get a spray. Moving, crab walk. They make things take longer and eventually he'll get finished off. But it was an expensive round for Astralis as well. Scrappy rounds between these two teams.
Expensive, but a round nonetheless. Very important, considering Envy won the previous round. Their money bonus gets reset now. And you can see Astralis WMP, double M4, and an AWP on Device. On the other side, we see only pistols, 3 Kevlars, and a flash on Scream and Sixer.
So what's the plan
It's
here?
very strange. It seems like some of the players forced, other players didn't. They won't have enough money to buy in the next round, so not really sure why that happened. Some of the players even had to go back and buy armor, so some miscommunication going on there.
Kirby with some good information on the yard. His teammates will clean that up presently, and it will just be the run and gun, really. That's the game plan for Envious at this point, and they will fall. Being shot down by the well-equipped Astralis players. That said, they have picked up a couple kills here. But that might be all they are going to get, and indeed that would be the case. 6-3, the pattern continues. For every 1 round Envious get, Astralis get 2.
I think that round was the case of Happy wanting the team to eco, but someone already forced. And then he realized, okay, now our next round we're not gonna have money anyway, so let's all just buy. And you can see what they get is 2 like half buy rounds, which are awful. As we see Device flashing in Kirby, and that's it. Nothing's gonna happen.
Well, I could have said that, Yanko, but you took it away from me. I was geared up to say that as well.
I wasn't really sure.
You threw it and you took it back. How can you do that?
So
I thought we had trust, Yanko, but now that's being called into question. Sixer has made his way into the A-bomb site, but again, there are some pistols. He's looking for an opportunist 1-tap at extremely close range, forced by the Molotov, and the Molotov is where he'll lie, although he was killed by a pistol after all. That was unfortunate for RPK. Did the best he could with not much.
I can't believe you did this, Yanko. We broke bread last night together when you arrived. Oh, well, crabs. We broke crabs together.
Oh, crabs.
We
And
broke
prawns.
crabs. We had some seafood in bags. It's good times. It's good times.
Well, right now,
Dan's done talking.
right now, it does look like Envious is the crab and Astralis is the crab cracker.
It's James
Astralis is
cracking the
James,
crab.
just wrecking the crab. But it's another full gun round for Envious. Let's see what they have in store now. Looks like they're going for the same default again, trying to put pressure towards Ivy. Glaive in that close-up spot. The server, it's where Cold Zero likes to play a lot, and like Kirby's getting boosted up. Device gets the kill on RPK towards B. Kirby doesn't see XMS sneaking below him. Won't catch Sixer either, or he does. Yes, that's it.
Very awkward.
It was too awkward for me to say anything.
The T's are all over the A site now. This is somewhat weird, although everything turns around literally as Kirby turns around and gets the second last kill. Now we're down to the 1v1. AK collected by Sixer, and he is taking a different approach. From that position that Zipex is in, I don't think he will have heard Sixer rotating, but he's going to reposition himself. Yeah, he has no idea what's going on at the moment, and he may find himself completely exposed in the wrong directions. Oh, that was really awkward. Zipex lucky to get away with that one. 35 seconds. Time is not a massive pressure at the moment. There's only so much time Zipex can waste. There's no idea what's safe now. The flashbang will be avoided. Sixer has not given any sound cues. And another round will be rescued for Envy.
Everyone dying though, just repeatedly there's everyone just dying. And that means that the money is going to be really weird. And all the pressure's on Envy is just not to get reset again. Because that is very well what could happen. And they're going to go for the 2 Tech-9s, 3 AKs. So they're likely going to do an outside rush, I'd imagine. We'll have to see what they choose, but typically that's what you would expect with this sort of a buy. 3 AKs is enough firepower on those long ranges. The 2 Tech-9s can gain you a lot of ground very quickly. That said, I guess at this point it's more likely to be B. They don't have anybody in positions to throw nades on A. So the question is, how much damage can Device get out of this play? Oh, spots 2 or 3 there, including the bomb, I think. So you can see the immediate rotation from the CTs.
Yeah, it's like gravity dragging them down into the B bomb site. Device taking some pot shots as the flashbang comes in. And again, the T's are trying to close distance on the high ground, but now they're starting to get taken down. Bomb's been planted. Worst case scenario, ticked off for Envy, but really they need some more rounds to get between us. Scrappy half so far, but the advantages continue for Astralis. Screen falling to the flames, leaving Happy on the high ground of the Molotov, but he's against 4 and he's got a smoke as well. The smoke's already there. Preemptive smoke from the CT side. They will flush Happy out. What can he even do? I mean, he doesn't have that much to lose. It's a 10-second defuse as well. Only Kiabi with a kit. Happy maybe not believing that the bomb's being defused, but it is. And there is Happy finished off. So an 8th round on the board for Astralis.
Love how Astralis played that one. As soon as Device got the information, he makes a call. They're expecting a rush anyway, and he falls all the way back. So yeah, they just allow them to have the plant, but then they know they're just going to crush the retake, and they won't lose any money themselves, really. So it's looking pretty consistent. I mean, there's been some weird rounds, but Astralis are consistently coming out the top here. Nice bait there with the initial jump across, but it's still not going to be good enough to get anything done with just these mere pistols. That said, RPK will pick up 1 frag, but that's going to be it. The round is pretty much done. Happy's the only guy left alive here. Does get delayed. He wanted to peek in earlier, but as you can see, that Molotov timing was denied him.
9-4. So it seems the CT side has stabilized for Astralis at this point. 2 rounds remain, and Envy will take a timeout to discuss the way forward in these final rounds.
Maybe they're talking about Biscashi, James.
Maybe they are talking. I was watching some Biscashi actually.
Really?
Yeah, on YouTube.
Biscashi is Yanko.
Oh.
Okay. Maybe we shouldn't open that kind of worms, James.
We'll tell you perhaps after the game. We'll fill you in on Biscashi. That's what you missed out. One of the many things you missed out on while you were away working for the Germans.
I
jumping
didn't
out of
know you
place.
have time to watch things besides 24J.
I don't anymore. I don't anymore. Soldering keyboards and watching 24. When you realise that every series is 24 episodes, then you know that you are giving up on life for a while. No fast play towards B from Envy. Indeed, it seems a very fast play towards A. Scream back to normal, it seems, with the nice burst onto Dupree in the A site. But what can the T's do to capitalise on this? It's pretty much Scream on his own at the moment. I think there may be a player moving through main. Indeed, that's RPK. There's another tap from Scream. Trying to catch up from his score in the previous map. But is it enough for us to take this round?
Yeah, they got such forward positions, and because the kills came so quickly, they have ample coverage. So they're making it really difficult for Astralis right now, or Scream is making it really difficult for them. Chances are starting to dwindle quite significantly. Can't even get past the initial choke points. Device finding a way out of this one, perhaps. Some damage still to be done, though. At the early position is obviously very good for him to be able to take a shot, fall back, so he can try to see what he can get done. Zipex also on connector in a position to catch any Ts who get overly confident. And there it is. One extra kill for Astralis.
Maybe collects the AK off.
Oh, nice by a Device there. Catching Happy in a timely manner. That's 2 additional kills at the end of the round, so that's something that will be pretty nice. I don't know if that's going to impact things to the last round anyway.
It definitely is. Loads of players on $3,500, so...
Yeah, also for Astralis, a couple of players were low on cash, so the fact that Device and Zipex are able to drop 2 guns helps a lot. Envy on the other side, pretty healthy buy, only XMS is missing a couple of nades, but no big deal.
But what if those nades make a difference, Genko? Only time will tell. Scream going back into Sentry mode, like Starlick, rolling on wheels through the map, delivering some kills. But this time he won't be charging around the A site behind that first frag. Different approach in the last round of the first half from Envy. Can they get that number 6 on the board? Zipex in B on his own, but he's moving back towards Connector, so it seems the team will try to play as a unit as much as they can. In fact, he's all the way in A now. They are fully committed to A. It's like a man and a wife in a marriage, or 2 people in a marriage these days, in fairness. Fully committed.
Device playing really far back again. You know, just happy to let the B-bomb site go as long as they can keep connector control, as long as they can keep players in the back of the yard towards CT spawn. Look at the coverage they have here, able to take all the fights together. They have all these long avenues to throw their nades down. Looking very comfortable. Bomb is planted, is ticking away, but they have to get the kills, these envious players. XMS sitting on the bomb sites. The last grenades have been thrown. Happy holding on to the Molotov there. There is no smoke to extinguish it. If should he throw it, that is a problem. That is a big problem. That's that he's dead now. So never mind. No problem anymore. The Molotov has gone. It's on to XMS. And Scream waiting patiently on the bomb train, looking for these aggressive CT players. Just Kirby left now as he wraps around the back of the train. There's one. Still has to find XMS. He's very healthy, playing the time. Great job by XMS. He'll finish off Kirby. And that's a 6-round first half for Envious. That's a pretty decent start for them.
Yes, all things